Hi, my name is Shane, and last time I talked about going to a hypnotist. So, since I talked about that, I thought I'd elaborate a little more about going to a hypnotist. If you go to a hypnotist, you might want to look up and research a little better, because the one I got was just a tad odd. We go there, and the building looks run down, beat up, barred up, maybe prison shut down. It looked condemned. The building looked beat up, whatever. So we go down into the basement area where the guy is, and he ends up going to hypnotize me and says to imagine a beach and close my eyes and, go into the hypnotizing state. So he starts to try and get the migraine to go away. And this migraine I had 13 and a half months. So I was willing to try anything at that time because I was desperate and really didn't like the pain. So anyway, he's trying to get rid of it, and he's asking me all these questions, and he goes, I'm going to have these angels, Michael and them, come down, and they're going to take the darkness out of you. And I kind of chuckled at that, but I was willing to, I guess, give it a shot. But that's not what happened. What happened was I have darkness inside of me, this guy said, because he goes to have the angels take the darkness out of me. Doesn't work. So he asked me point blank, why do you want to keep the darkness in you? And I go, I don't. It hurts. Really sucks. But I end up there, and he tries again, and he keeps trying, and he finally wakes me up from the hypnotizing, and he goes, I can, due to the fact that I wasn't able to get the darkness out of you, I can have a medium come and take the darkness out of you after I hypnotize you. Which I laughed and said no thank you, because it was $200 that no, not gonna spend. I don't see it working. Nothing against mediums. There may be good ones. I didn't think this guy had a good one. So anyway, we leave, and I end up laughing like I have a great story and good information to tell folks. And he was a quack. So if you go to a hypnotist at any point in time, I recommend you do a lot of research and have a really good reason. That's about it. That's all I got on a hypnotist. It was an interesting experience. Not something I would do again at all. Not my thing. Alright, I'm back. Anyway, so last time I also talked about doing a acupuncture lady. So this one is a little different than the hypnotist. She was probably 110 pounds, soaking wet, ADHD running around all over the place. So I get there, and it doesn't look good from the first get-go, but I'm there because the 13 and a half month migraine I still have. And I'm trying to get rid of it any way possible, any way natural. Didn't want to keep getting shot. So, go to the acupuncture lady, and you go into the room, and they lay you down, and you kind of just lay there until your acupuncture comes in. Now, they put all the needles in you, and they end up basically having you lay there like you would with hot coals from a massage or something like that on your body. And you're supposed to lay there. I think I was there like 20-30 minutes with these acupuncture needles in my body. And whatever, it itches a little bit. It's kind of odd having things poking out of you, especially when you have a migraine. But I was trying. You also get them, which I did not know till I got there, in the forehead. You get one right here. You also get a couple on the face, and then a crap ton on the back and shoulders, and they're trying to get everything to flow. Well, it didn't work. What did happen is this lady's running around like a chicken with her head cut off. But it wasn't cut off. She just didn't know where she was going. Because she'd go from room to room, place to place, in an instant, like she was from a cartoon. So she comes back in, she pulls all the pins, she's in a hurry, she pulls them all out, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and then she goes, alright, put your shirt on, and you can roll your pant legs down, because they put them in the back of your legs and in the legs and stuff, to try and get all your circulation to go. So I end up putting on all my stuff, I go to put on my shirt, and I think I said this in the last video, that they left 2 in my stomach. They left 2 in my stomach, and I had to pull them out and put the shirt down, and give them to the lady, and she ended up basically nonchalantly telling me that, oh, it happens occasionally, it's no big deal. But for somebody who had never been to an acupuncture place, wasn't a big fan of the one in the forehead, and wasn't much of a fan of somebody who gave her patients basically 30 seconds of her time and didn't even think to pull out the needles or make sure they all were pulled out of me. That's not my job. I wasn't on the clock. I wouldn't recommend whoever she was. I have no clue. If you're gonna get acupuncture and you go and your person is running around like they've had 12 cups of coffee, I don't recommend you go through with it. If you want to, go ahead. They might be amazing. I recommend lots of research and, have a friend go, get it done, tell you how it is, something like that. That's the best I got right now, because that's the end of my story, and not gonna try acupuncture again, that's for sure.